Good morning, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Molly. Please give your attention to Salem for the pledge.
Good morning. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remember to show respect, make a difference, and set the bar high. Have a great day. Now back to the announcers.
Study time has resumed and will continue until May 25th. The only change is that it will be held in Mrs. Briones and Mr. Krupa's classrooms. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be in Mr. Krupa's room 236. Tuesday and Thursday will be in Mrs. Briones' room 210.
Our lost and found is overflowing. Any items that are claimed soon will be donated. Please look through the lost and found in the main office by Friday, May 4th to claim anything you've lost. Thank you.
Any 8th grade student attending Washington, D.C. who hasn't picked up their t-shirts, please see Miss Marsh in room 200.
There will be an informational meeting for parents and students of any Schmucker 6th or 7th graders that are interested in joining Schmucker's VEX Robotics team for next school year, this Friday, May 4th at 5 p.m. in room 247. See Mr. Reininga for details. And now for a joke.
Why did the Scarecrow get a promotion?
I don't know why.
He was outstanding in his field.
Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for the 5-star video. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I want to ask you to follow me. I'm on social media now, okay? I'm in the 21st century now. I'm coming up to speed. I am on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. And so I want your feedback. That's why I jumped on social media. I want your feedback. I want to know what you're learning. I want to know what topics you want me to tackle. I want to know what steps you're taking. I want to feature you and the stuff you're doing in a future curriculum lesson. And in order to do that, I need your feedback. I need to know what's up. So follow me at Seth Most. Follow me at Seth Most. Follow me at Seth Most. Thank you. Welcome back to 5-Star Life. Coach Seth here to talk to you about how you can open a door to living a 5-star life. And we've been talking about the fact that every single choice you make opens a door and takes you somewhere. And today, I want to challenge you to open a door and make the choice to sacrifice selfishness to serve others. And I remember when I was in high school, I took a Greek mythology class, and I learned about this character named Narcissus. And Narcissus was incredibly good looking, incredibly handsome. So ladies, picture your favorite model, and boom, that's Narcissus. Well, Narcissus is walking through the woods, and he stumbles across this spring of water that's crystal clear, and he gets close enough that he sees a reflection of himself in it, and he's drawn and attracted to this spring, not knowing it's a picture of himself. He's attracted to it, and he can't get his eyes off of himself. He ends up staying there for hours and days, fascinated because he's so in love with his own image. He ends up tragically dying by this spring in the woods. So narcissist is where we get the term narcissistic, which defined means to be totally selfish, to be totally in love with yourself, to be self-absorbed. And I understand every one of us wants to be happy. That's what we desire, to be happy. That's like our number one goal. But very few people are truly happy. Why? I believe it's because we're so focused on ourselves. Now, you may not stare at a spring of water or stare in the mirror all day, but just think about social media. Think about what you post. For the most part, we post pictures of ourselves. We post pictures of what we're doing, of where we're going, of what we're eating. We may post pictures of our friends, but we're usually in the middle of it. And I heard somebody say, a small, simple test of whether you're selfish or not is this. The next time you see a group photo with yourself in it, just stop and pause and think about who's the first person you look for in the photo. Most of us look for ourselves. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to like yourself or even love yourself. I think it's really important to believe in yourself, but there's a fine line between being in love with yourself, being totally stuck on yourself, and having confidence in liking who you are. When was the last time you met someone or had a friend or acquaintance who is totally selfish, who is totally stuck in themselves. All they want to do is talk about themselves, and you commented to your friends, man, that person is so selfish. I love that. I so want to be like that. It's so much fun. We don't think that way. We think, get me the heck away from that person. They're self-absorbed. Yuck. So today I want to challenge you to open a door to sacrificing this yucky, nasty, selfish trait of selfishness in order to serve someone else. And I know, the 5-star life definition of sacrifice is this: giving up something now for something better later on, or giving up something I want to do to help someone else win and live a 5-star life. And that's what I want you to do. And I know most of us, we don't like the idea of sacrificing or giving stuff up. We don't want to give anything up. We want to gain. We think we've got to be selfish and always me-focused in order to get what we want. But the truth is, when you think about it, selfish people, you don't like to be around them. Your best friends are your best friends because they're givers, they're selfless, they're serving. Those are the people we want to be around. And so I want to challenge you to open this door. And ultimately, I want you to think about sacrifice in general as though you're climbing a mountain or climbing a ladder. Sacrifice isn't a bad thing, it's a great thing. In order to climb higher, I've got to give up the current step I'm on to rise higher. I've got to leave this behind. And if you want to be a person who lives a 5-star life and you want to have friends and you want to be happy, you've got to get rid of selfishness, that yucky trait we despise in others. And so how do you do it, Coach Seth? It's simple. One word: observe. Start to observe and pay attention to your classmates, to your teachers, to your parents. If you could just get yourself off of your mind and start to look around, notice the students in each class. Notice who doesn't talk with anybody. Notice whose shoulders are shrugging. Notice who doesn't have any friends in the lunchroom. Notice when your teacher is struggling. Notice when your parents are struggling. Just observe what's going on and then simply step in and do something about it. Make the choice to say, this person needs a smile. This person needs a friend. This person needs an encouragement. This person needs someone to sit at them at lunch. It's simple things. When you observe, you'll find all kinds of solutions. And what I found is this: some people who are highly successful have found that rather than focusing on all of our own problems, when I can be a solution to someone else's problem, somehow my problems go away. It's a secret of highly successful people. And it's a step that Yash Gupta, a 15-year-old student in California, learned a long time ago. One day he broke his glasses in Taekwondo class, and so all week, while his glasses were being repaired, he went to school without glasses. Well, he realized he couldn't see the board, he couldn't pay attention, he couldn't focus, and as he began to think about this, he thought, man, I couldn't learn anything this week. This week was a waste. You start to think about other students that maybe couldn't see the board because they didn't have glasses because they couldn't afford them. Did a little bit of research, found out that there's 13 million kids across the globe who need eyeglasses but can't afford them, don't have access. He started thinking about what he could do. He just observed it and he thought, what can I do? Realized, you know what? I always toss my glasses when I get a new pair. I'm going to start keeping them. And he began to ask his family, his friends, hey, next time you get a new pair of glasses, keep them and give them to me. He began to refurbish them and then give them to people in need. Over the last 8 years, Yash has given away over 50,000 pairs of eyeglasses, equaling about $2 million worth of glasses. Listen, Yash could have opened a door to being totally stuck on himself and saying, man, I broke my glasses, bad luck. And I know a lot of people open that door, they think, I don't have any friends, I get bullied, I live on the wrong side of the tracks, I'm from a poor family, I don't have any friends, and the list goes on of reasons they should be totally self-absorbed and not think about others. But Yash said, I'm going to take a negative situation and I'm going to turn it into a positive. And you can do the same thing. When you sacrifice selfishness, you can open a door to help and to serve and to lift others. And you know what research says? The happiest people in the world are people who volunteer at least an hour or two a week. They're thinking about others, they're observing others, they're helping others. Somehow there's a chemical that's released that you feel better about yourself, and then your problems go away. It's backed by research. Listen, I want to challenge you today to open a door to sacrificing selfishness and serve others. It's small things: a smile, friendship, asking how somebody's doing. Or it could be a big thing. Get a group of friends together and brainstorm. What can you do to make your school better, your community better? Volunteer, take the time. Good luck.